In this video, we'll be EFT tapping on the feeling of I'll never be good enough. And I want you to notice the extension of time in that statement. It's not, I'm just not good enough right now. I haven't learned the skills yet. It's a more dominant sense of I will never be good enough. It has a whole layer of infinity to it and a certain pain and story behind it, which is much deeper than simply not feeling qualified yet. Right? So just take a moment to connect to that. Connect to your body and take a nice deep breath. You might think of something where you first felt that or recently felt that sense of I'll never be good enough. It may apply to a specific skill or area of life, or maybe more fundamental. So let's work through this together now. Even though I'll never be good enough, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I'll never be good enough, I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though I'll never be good enough, it's not about what I do. It's not about how hard I try. It's not about how many hours I practice. It feels like something about me that I will never get what it takes. I will never have that special something. So even though I'll never be good enough, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And through the points, I'll never be good enough. I will never be good enough. I've already tried really hard. I've come at life from a lot of different angles. Maybe I've tried to work really hard. Maybe I've tried to study and practice. Maybe I've tried to let it all go. I've tried to be spiritual and meditate or do inner work on myself. It seems like no matter what I do, in the end, it doesn't matter. Because it's not about what I do. It's about this deep truth that feels like a statement of fact. I will never be good enough. It's not the techniques I do. It doesn't matter who I study with or how I apply it. It's me. I am the problem. And it's really tough to look at this. And all those parts of me that are fighting it, saying, no, if we just try harder, maybe if I do this better, maybe if I tap enough, or love and accept myself enough, we can overcome this. But maybe that feeling itself doesn't seem to want to budge. And so I want to try something different here. And it's not easy to do. But I want to look at that sense of, I'll never be good enough. And the physical and emotional pain behind that. And say, okay, if this is true, I'm going to allow it to be here for a moment. I'm going to allow myself to really feel what that is. Because if it really is true, if I really never will be good enough, what's the good in fighting that? What move do I have left to make but to accept that? to give up that internal resistance for a moment and say, okay, I accept this feeling. And as I bring that feeling up, even though it's uncomfortable, I allow myself to notice. It is a feeling. There may be layers to it. There may be pain behind it. But I want to give support and attention to that pain. That part of me that says, I'll never be good enough. What does it need from me? What are the words it never got to hear? What is the encouragement it never received? Whether or not it changes my results in life, I want to give those parts of me whatever they need right now. I want to give energy and acceptance to them, to create a space that they have not felt, maybe in this entire lifetime, that says, we accept you. We even support you. We allow you to be exactly as you are. And I allow myself to open up more and more to letting go of this concept of time that says, I know the future for sure, for certain. That I know I will never be this or that. Or that I will always be this or that. I'm going to allow life to unfold. I'm going to allow this belief to relax a bit. And instead focus on this inner space, this sense of welcoming and acceptance, this sense of support and encouragement, and allow that to cultivate more and more. Allow being present with what's here right now to become a deeper and deeper experience. And as I stay more and more present, one moment can flow into the next. Maybe this moment needs me to just listen to this right now and tap along. And that's what I'm doing. Clearly, I'm good enough to do that. Clearly, I'm good enough to give this body food, to have access to the internet. There's a lot of things I'm doing right. There's a lot of things I'm clearly good at. And there's a lot of things I could not do before. Even internal experiences that maybe I couldn't hold before. So letting go of this idea of never. Even relaxing this idea of good enough. Because who would decide that anyway? Allow myself to be here with what's needed. Allow it to flow naturally. Allow it to take me to wherever I need to go next. And I'm absolutely good enough to allow that to happen. And I'm worthy and deserving of whatever's right for me. And whatever comes next is what's right for me. Okay, take a deep breath. And as always, let me know if that helps you. Let me know if that brings anything up, or if other directions show up you may want to take this down. Feel free to let me know. Perhaps that's something we can explore together as well. You can check out the site there for some other materials of mine if you like this type of work. Different courses, different free things, different articles, and ways to work together in groups or personally if that's something you're interested in as well. So I look forward to seeing you in one form or another, and thanks again.